Cherry, oh, baby. But you see, I'm in love with you. If you don't believe I do, then why don't you try me? I could never let you down. I could never make you wear no frown. If you say that you love me madly, oh baby, relax, baby, you got it.
What's up, guys? All right, I want to hear that song one more time, even though they're going to take this video down. I want to hear the other version. This is a Cherry Oh Baby by the Rolling Stones. Did you know that Peter Tosh lived in Keith Richards' house? And they were getting into all reggae. This was their reggae song called. They did a remake of Cherry Oh Baby. It's a great song.
Oh, cherry, oh, baby. Why you leave me? You don't believe it.
So anyway, the reason I'm playing this song, not only do I love reggae, but we've got our new trader, and she sent me her everything I need. You guys think I was kidding, right? She's followed every rule. She's coming up with a small amount of money. I'm coming up with the rest to get her over the pattern day trader rule, and she's only going to take earnings reversals and sprinkle in a few other standard reversals. But today was, again, this is why, I don't know, did I even mention this stuff before? Yeah, Jeff, I'm still in the UVXY. I'm not getting out until it breaks today's low. So what we're going to do is this is going to be an experiment to see if we can finally do this right. Every person, all right, I have her picture, I have her driver's license, and again, this is just a side project. There's no legalities here. It's a friendly adventure we're getting into. Not some highfalutin business venture here. I just want to help people, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to fund the account, and she's going to be in the trading room, and she's going to take every trade that I announce. And today we're 3 for 3. So starting off on a good note, the surprising thing today is that UVXY, Space, had an earnings reversal, and we took the quick 50-cent profit on it and got stopped out of the rest, and it rolled over and died. So very surprised, because usually earnings reversals look like what WW did. We had 3 earnings reversals today, and they all worked. So this has been the plight. I ever tell you the Carl story? If you Google YouTube, or if you go on YouTube and you search "hit the bid Carl," Carl was the first guy that I let do this. I gave him access to my account while I was on vacation. Well, first we gave him a side account because he proved himself worthy. So I gave him a $5,000 account with 50,000 buying power. And he went from being a good trader to completely out of his fucking mind. It was like so afraid. It's called the death by 1,000 cuts, right? So afraid to lose money. Every time a trade would start to go against him, he'd immediately sell it. And you can't make money if you're completely afraid. But it's funny, again, when it was his money, small account, he had so much more discipline. He had more risk tolerance. But then it came to my money, all he did was churn the account. And it was unbelievable. I mean, the guy it wasn't that he was getting beat on the trades. He would just lose and lose and lose and lose because he never gave the trade a chance to work. So he just chopped himself up, and commissions get you. Back in the day, we were paying 2 cents a share. So that chews you up after a while. Anyway, long story short, even though he was doing that, I gave him a specific order, right? And I was away. This was going back when Akamai was finally breaking $15. My dad and I were huge investors in Akamai, and we were getting, obviously we're getting our asses kicked. Stock had fallen from 300 and something down all the way to 80. We started buying more at 80. Next thing you know, the stock's at 80 cents. Think about that. 385 to 80. We bought more at 80, and it kind of held there for a while and then rolled over and died. And that was when the market was crashing, obviously 1999, 2000, 2001. And then for a couple of years, it just didn't do anything. We were sitting there with just an ass raping. And, I got a call from a buddy that wanted to know if I was still, a shareholder, because their company bought like a 2% stake in Akamai. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. If you guys are buying a big stake, maybe I'll dollar cost average. And the stock was still around, it just got over 250, about to break over 5. So I figured if it get over 5, then maybe we can get this thing to 750 and 10 and whatever. Long story short, I'm in a huge position, right? And the stock didn't do anything again for another eight months or a year. And I was going on a cruise, and I knew where I wasn't going to have internet access. I wasn't going to have a phone. I was going to be not able to communicate. So I left Carl with one trade idea. I was like, I don't want you to take any of your own trades while I'm away. I just want you to watch AKAM. If it breaks 1750, buy me 5,000 shares on top of my 3,000. Or sorry, we had about 5,000 already at that point. And I want you to have 10,000 shares of that stock if it breaks 1750 when I get back. That's it. That was his one instruction. So I get to a newspaper finally a couple of days later, and I see Akamai 21 and a quarter. Massive day. Broke 1750 after not breaking for like 2 years. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's awesome. Just paid for my whole trip, my family's trip, everything. I get back, and I finally get to where I could get into my account. And I thought maybe I logged into the wrong account because there was no Akamai at all in my account. None. Not even the 5,000 shares that I had. Carl took it upon himself to take profits on my position. So he bought some at 1750. I guess it spiked around 18 quickly, 18 and a half. The guy never knew what it felt like to make money. So he decides to sell the whole thing out of my account, and I missed the entire trade. And that was the end of Carl. I knew Carl probably wasn't going to be a great trader because he's sitting there grinding and churning himself to death for like 2 months, right? And then one day I come into the office. I had him sitting in an office with one of my friends. I was in another office. I sent him to another office just because my friend wanted to fill some seats. So I told Carl to go to this place. And I go in, the guy's on the desk, just pounding his chest. Kenny! I'm thinking, wow, this guy must be having the greatest day ever. He's like, holy shit, the beige book, I called it. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, I went long the S&Ps, and then the beige book came out, and we spiked it. And we spiked up. I'm like, yeah? Cool. What are you up? He's like, oh, I'm up $325. I'm like, you're going this crazy over $325? You know you're still down $3,000 in the account? You got 2,700 more to go. And then I was just like, right there, I should have said, you know what? This isn't for this guy. Because I know it's an emotional business, but you never want to get too excited. Because then if you get too high when it's going good, the depression when it's no good is that much worse. Trust me. You don't want to let the highs get too high because then the lows get way too low. But anyway, fast forward to the next 7 or 8 guys. I gave this dude Rob money. We almost got into a fist fight. He wanted more money so he could keep feeding his Goldman Sachs short. And I was like, why would you want to add to this trade? It's going against you. Just cover it here and be done. No, it's going to go down. I need more buying power so I can short more. I'm like, you're an idiot, right? You're just going to you're just asking for more money. And he says, by the way, I need another monitor. Oh, that fourth monitor is going to be the one that changes it all for you. Is that right? You need more buying power and more monitors. How about learn how to trade? And we almost came to blows. And that was the last we heard of Rob. See ya. I think he's selling cars now. Carl, I don't know what happened to Carl. And then we have Jay Flo. Where are you, man? Guy pays me to be in the room and then starts ridiculing me for not helping him. And then I looked at all the trades that he did for a month straight. Every trade was in JNUG. He lost $600 every time he touched the stock, and that's all he would trade. He would trade JNUG, and when JNUG was a big stock before the split, I was like, I've never traded JNUG in my life. So how am I even in this conversation about how badly you traded when I never traded that stock ever? I never even heard of JNUG. And then we got the best guy. I don't know where this guy went, but then we got the 33 trade guy. I mean, that story is about 3.5 hours long. That guy was phenomenal. 33 individual names in an hour and a half. It's like he watched the ticker go by. He would buy the stock and then sell it. XYZ, WMT, CYH, Ameren, and all he would do, he just kept buying and selling. I guess if it didn't work immediately, he would sell it. 33 individual names. 33 almost just a fucking retarded terrorist asshole. And if he's out there and if you listen to me, what? Actually, no, I'm not even going to say that. Anyway, fast forward to this last guy on the internet. Remember, I had that contest. I had a contest. I was like, look, I'm too busy to really do this on my own. How about you sit in the room, take the VWAP reversal trades, and put them in the contest? The contest is going for a half an hour. We do one trade, 5,000 shares of AMD on a VWAP break. He makes 30 cents, $1,500. And then I get a phone call. I think I blew your account up. I think we're out of the contest. But wait a minute. We did one trade today. What did you do? He's like, I bought this WLL on the pullback, and it broke down, and we got stopped out. I think we're out of the contest. Thank you for that trade. So again, all I ask, if anybody takes this endeavor with me, don't do any trades in the account that I'm not doing. First of all, that implies that you know more than I do, which nobody does. Oh, yeah, big time. Especially back in 1999 when you had the 8-point spreads. All I ask, if you see a reversal trade, right, that's shaping up, just say, Kenny, is this one of those trades that you like? Should I take it? And then I'll say yes or no with the size amount, where your stops will be, and where your offering should be out. Everything will be out there for you. I will not leave any dangling any loose ends. We'll start small. Just don't ever put a trade in the account. Don't ever, ever put a trade in the account on your own. I don't even want you to put trades in there that are, reversals without even asking me. Because today's that day where we did 4 trades. Every single one was that setup, and all 4 worked. You don't need to do anything else. And I want you, Cherry O baby, I want you to be the person 6 months from now when we show your P&L when we show your P&L to the people on YouTube, we'll show them that we took this money and we turned it into this amount of money. And it's not even about the money. I want to show a track record showing how these trades, again, 56 in a row this quarter, right? And again, 56 in a row sounds retarded, right? So stupid to even say that. But it's the specific reversal on a news or an earnings reversal. Breaking through the 1 minute, getting through the multi-day, and reversing. They have worked every single time. None of us only do that, obviously. We're all over space today, and blah, 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 the Qs and the UVXY. But UVXY was a reversal today. But if you want to take a look at what we traded today, it was WW short, phenomenal. REAL, long. And then we had UVXY, obviously, when it went green. And then space, I buy it on the dip because I'm a schmuck. And And of course, it rallies 2 points. And then I finally bought it when it broke the VWAP, and then it got the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal out of it. And luckily that one, again, usually you don't get stopped out of those. Usually you get a WW trade where it just tanks and you just milk your trade on the way down. That space trade, man, that was it popped and then that was it. Rolled back over and it was done. Anyway, if anybody's happy about this market, you're nuts. I mean, I thought today the action we saw pre-market would be a good rally, and we're still giving it back. So there is still selling to be done. I think until UVXY has absolutely collapsed at least 10%, that you want to be very, very cautious. I would not be swing trading in this thing. I would not be holding stocks. I would be as liquid as you possibly can and just look for the next good idea intraday. See that? She's on the lookout for me. I love it. Just found out the market's gone down 2 days in a row. You know what's funny? I didn't know what that said first. Algo lover. I'm slow. I didn't know it for 5 days now. I mean, you've been posting stuff for like 2 weeks now. I didn't. Plus, I guess because my eyesight. So funny. Algo lover. But we got so much action going on, and the only trade that's not a reversal today that I'm in, Pan W short, because I just want to prove myself to these schmucks and assholes. Sorry I'm cursing so much. When I get into a battle with these anonymous assholes online, I'm like, what about this Pan W are you saying that I'm wrong about? That's what I want to know. Where do you see that this is going to be a good buy? You just hit 52-week lows. The market stinks right now. Why would you think this is about to bounce out of nowhere? There's no reason to think that. $168, and then tell your mom I said hello. That's right. Mom jokes. Your mom's so stupid that it takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. It was always a quarter. We'd enter in it was actually, what was it? You had the order entry boxes went in 16ths. You could choose whether to go in 16ths or 8ths. So it usually was 8th quarter. I was trading some stocks where they were only trading in half-point increments. I was trading, my biggest stocks I used to trade were Akamai and Ascend. I mean, if you traded CMRC or CMRC, that was like a $380 stock. It had a 2-point spread. But I tell you, as much as I love space, right? This is awful. Absolute. If it reverses again today, I would be shocked. And again, I'm shocked enough about a lot of things. The action in space today is very disheartening. And if I was not a long-term investor in what I've got left, I'd be dumping the whole thing right now. Because that is now you've got a reversal of an earnings reversal. That's not good. Usually if you get green after you've reported so-so earnings, that usually gets everybody to cover their shorts and, everybody gets encouraged to get involved. But now, again, if we are going into a bear market, which is, I don't know how long it's going to last or whatever, usually high beta stocks like this and companies that don't have any earnings are the ones more susceptible to selling. So But I probably told this to you guys yesterday. I hate the cybersecurity sector. And again, when I talk about it, it's all conspiracies, right? But you can't tell me I was wrong about the market coming down. And it was because of the dumbest combination of things. It was Dash for Trash, you guys, UVXY, US Steel, and the blow off top. I mean, there was some factors that make sense, and others were just my gut and just some dumb things that I saw. But I don't know. I'm a bear until UVXY is under 15. It's really the way it's going to be right now. Wow, I don't like that space at all today. What else did we do? That was it. AMD this morning, Real, Space, UVXY, and WW. WW was awesome. That was a crazy trade. What I do with GE, I got my ass kicked. I took what I could get out of those 13s, the March 13s. I dumped at 12.50, 12, and 11.50. Saved myself 10 grand, Holy cow. It's under 11 now. Oh, baby. Just goes to show, man. Sometimes you just got to dump. I mean, the reason I hate US Steel so much, right? Because I got my ass kicked in that stock too. There was no way US Steel was not going to be a $50 stock this year. And that was my goal. I was buying that thing the whole way down, and then I got annihilated. Once again, 1250 is my threshold for a lot of stocks. Once it broke under 1250, I said, forget about it. And then I went short to make some of my money back. I wish I would have went huge, but good riddance to that thing. It's just terrible. Space, new lows. Oh, shit. This market's doomed. Space short. That you could trade. I'm telling you, the stock is broken finally. They have finally broken space. The uptrend is no more. They have destroyed the space. Now, if I sell calls against see, I got my position with the calls written against it. I don't want to oversell the calls because that's when it'll start ripping up in my face probably. But for this thing to go green and then just give it up again, it's just terrible. APT. Yeah. That's the one with the face masks or whatever, right? What do you mean? UVXY. Shit. No, this company, it's all hype. Nothing. Trade. I haven't traded since this morning. I just got UVXY on. That's what I got left. What's hot? What's hot? What's not? Codex is hot. CODX. I agree. But UVXY has been my indicator. It's still above anything above 15. You gotta. I'm bearish the market. But lots of more earnings coming out tonight. So we'll see where we stand. Nice. Yeah, Codex looks good. I tell you, it's 750 would be my out. Otherwise, may the pump and dump continue. This thing's still rocking. UVXY rocking. It'd be interesting to see if this market could just stay stable till Friday. By the way, I'm not going to be here, so I got another one of my friend's parents passed away. This is what goes on at this age, I guess. All your friends' parents start dying. Sad. Actually, right now at 950, it still doesn't look too bad, but it's more of a day trade. If it breaks 950, chances are I could go to 10. But normally, I don't do this anymore. I only trade earnings reversals. I trade my setup, and that's it. But with these pump and dumps, usually it's all momentum. So half numbers and whole numbers, when they break, they usually go to the next half number or whole number. So, let's see. You're risking basically $2 to make 50 cents. But 950 is not a crazy idea because generally, like I said, you'll get. Yeah, I bought some for you at 950 here. Let me see if I can make some money for you. I'll sell it at 962, hopefully. Uh-oh. Thanks. Just sold it. $9.50 to $9.62. Whatever. Just paid my cable bill. Thanks, bro. It'll probably go to $10 now. But usually nine, again, I got some friends in it. 750 would be your out. You're not going to catch the top when it does start to roll over and die. But, not a big fan of that stuff anymore. But if there was a shorting, if you could short this stock, I'd be looking to short it probably tomorrow. But if it breaks 10 right now, you're going to probably keep going. Space getting hammered. Wow. Ain't nobody bidding this stock right now. Shit. Yeah, this thing is going to search for 29 now. I was very close to dumping more of it when the reversal didn't hold up, especially in this market right now. Not the best place to be in, stocks like this when the market's getting scary. $29.10. And once again, with an hour left in the day, if this thing closes in the green, I will quit the business. If this rips up in my face again, this is now acting like a normal stock, actually going down. Yeah, there's nobody home now. They're controlling it on the way down. It's a nice controlled sell-off, but there's nobody here. Bye. This stock is done. Wow. I just watched it drop $1.50 without doing anything about it. I got some deep in the money calls written against it, so 29.10, here it comes. Damn. That didn't take too long. It just was 30. It was just 31.25. It's going to go right to 29.10. Yesterday's lows or last week's lows. Too bad you can't short it at will. It's hard to borrow still. Here comes the 29.10. Wow, this was the easiest trade in the world, right? Just short it from 31 and a quarter to 29.10. Sitting there right there on the chart. Right. Wow, that was something. It's amazing the Qs are still green right now. That sucked. Could have dumped it and just bought it back. Saved myself a couple $1,000. Sup, man? Space. Yeah. I guess all my $35 calls I wrote will expire, so it offsets the loss. I sold $35 calls for $4. I mean, the premiums were so high that I just had to sell on principle. I wish there was options you could trade. I wish options were tradable during, after hours, because that would have been a lot easier. TNXP. Whoa. Nice. Space. The final frontier. So let's see if the market rolls over. I mean, you gotta lay out some hardcore money here. In the money right now, with 2 days left, $3. It's a lot. Yeah, there might be some buying here at the half. Keep an eye on 29.5 if it holds here. And there's the 29.10. Once again, every price that a stock goes to will be met once momentum changes. It was 29.10. Was that Monday morning? And there's your 29.10. I told you 29.10. Once the momentum shifted, there it is. Now you got nothing left to support the stock to $8. Could go to $8. $28.50, yeah. 29.10 was the target for today, but obviously if you want to short it now, it's a little bit too late. You see there's no bid on it, right? It's the complete opposite of what we've seen for the last year. Oh, the last 6 months at least, or 3 months. Some big size at 29. That might be a little buy. We'll see. Just no bid on it right now. I'm actually going to give it a shot here at 29. You're seeing some buyers show up. Boom, 29, homie. Sold. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. There you go. I made $100. By the way, Codex, sick. Ask me how I knew it was about to bounce. Come to the room, I'll explain. You saw the big size, right? That's trading. Oh, cherry, oh, baby. Here's the real test of strength. I'm trading the $60 calls for 2 years out. If I get done on the offer, you know the stock's strong. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I got done at 750. I guess there's some buyers out there. Somebody just bought a $60 call from me at 750 for, 2 years out. I think we're just going to chop now between 2750 and 3250 for a while. But if we break down under 2750 to 3250, I think we'll make a home there for a while. Hopefully, So some of this premium will come out of my options. I could just cover some of these calls. I just hate the market right now, so. By the way, Codex to $10. You got the $9.99. Wow. $9.50 gets you 10. Breaks 10, it goes to 11 probably. Well, at least to 10.50. It's 3 o'clock and UVXY still green. You cannot be bullish the market right now. Hey, hey. There's no support till 2250, really. You got 6 more points, this thing could fall like that. The jig is up. Like I was saying this morning, I was amazed it even went green. But once it didn't hold green, you got, what is it, bull trap, bear trapped, or whatever they call. There's big size on the offer again. 28.80 might be another trigger buy. Usually when they flash these massive size on the offer, that's a buyer that wants to cover. 28.80. Nobody's here. Oh, UVXY going red. Nobody home in space. Bye. No, I think we're going to zero. I wouldn't buy anything. I wouldn't hold anything. I just trade reversals intraday. 4 for 4 today. I'll tell you what I do tomorrow. Liquidity is king. Ugh. UVXY just hanging in there. I mean, sorry, UVXY going down is bullish, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. $10 on Codex. Wow. Codex 10, get you 1050. It's the only game in town right now. Damn. I'll be back.
Cherry, oh, baby.
Ooh. Oh, that's a bingo. That's a bingo. Impressive. $10.80 on Codex. Wow. $9.50 this started at. Bull. It's the only game in town. Yo, you guys are watching this Codex, right? $9.50 get you 10, 10 get you 10.50, 10.50 got you 11. Now Dave will buy it at 11. Well, I thought it was going to go $12.50. Now, if you buy it here at 11, Dave, and it breaks back under 10.50, you got to sell it. All right. So if you're planning on buying it at 11, remember it's up 153%. So if you buy it at 11 and it breaks back under 10.50, you have to sell it. Laws of momentum. Where were you guys at 9.50? We actually traded this thing for 2 seconds. Man, these short squeezes on these biotechs, phenomenal. Look at the bounce at 27.50 back to 29. Oh my God. My man. Right back to the breakdown price. Awesome. You like that sell, 29.10? Uh-oh, massive size. Gilead. Gilead. Oh, my God. Another 5 points on the Gilead. These guys are still buying it. And that's not for me. I don't chase stocks up 5 points at 322. But big size on the offer on Gilead. These guys are still buying. Wow. If I could short that Codex, I'd probably look to short it on the 1050 break. They're still buying it at 75, 75, 75, 75. Wow. 75 going once, 75 going twice. Batunga, Batunga, Batunga. 75. It's still buying 75, 75. This gets through 75. That'd be impressive. 75, 75 going once, 75 going twice. No. It's still buying it. Gilead, 75s. These guys know what they're doing. 75s on Gilead. Wow. Batunga, Batunga, Batunga. and down goes Frazier. This market's not going up. If you guys are talking, I don't know yet. So, we had a VWAP short in space at 33 and a quarter. Codex at 850. Were you sitting here about 20 minutes ago when I said short space at 31 and a quarter? It's going to go to 27.50. That was pretty awesome. There's no bid on the market right now. Did you short Codex at 1050? Are you in Codex short at 1050? Come on! It's going to get halted. Cover it! Get out! Actually, hold some. Batanga, Batanga, Batanga. Codex short 1050. Should I hold through the halt? Should we hold through the halt? It's going to halt and open up at $6. Woo! Oh, yeah. It just got halted on the downside. What a sell. Oh, baby. Wow. You know what it is? The FANG is holding up right now. That's why the Qs are hanging in there. Batanga, Batanga, Batanga. No! These guys are buying Gilead like maniacs. Look at these guys go. Thousands of shares. Woo! Oh, cherry, oh, cherry, oh, cherry, oh, baby. We'd be in some space short. Gilead. Elliot, oh my God. Batanga, Batanga, Batanga. We're going down. 3:30. Last chance. Trump's going to come out and say, the virus, a lot of people don't realize I invented the virus. I can cure the virus. I know everything about viruses. I mean, I've given viruses to so many people, terrific people. I have given viruses to so many amazing people. A lot of amazing people are out there who know about viruses. I know so much more about viruses than any of them. Believe me. Believe me, I know so much about viruses. You wouldn't believe how much I know about viruses. And that's what he's going to say tonight. I guarantee it. Exactly like that. I know so much about viruses you wouldn't believe. I own Gilead at $75. I know. By the way, look at this fucking trade here. I'm just goofing around with the Gilead. These guys are buying. I joined in with the guys from my room. I'm not even telling them to do it. They told me to do it. Holy shit, Gilead. Nice call, brah. Nice call, brah. Gilead with the massive size on the offer. Leave Brittany alone. Ho! Gilead. Oh! Sell some. Magic number 7543. There it is. Wow. There was about $2 billion on the offer. I jumped in at 75 with you guys. I took the quarter. I didn't think you would get that. Wow. Batanga, Batanga, Batanga. And if you can name the movie that's from, T-shirt. Batanga, Batanga, Batanga. Batangaville. Cover 875 on your Codex. Yeah, there you go, man. I just gave you a 2-point trade on a $10 stock. Is it in Natural Born Killers? Very good. Batanga, Batanga. Today, we're standing on Route 666. To some, a beautiful stretch of the American landscape, but to Mickey and Mallory Knox, who are still at large, it's literally a candy lane of murder and mayhem. Patrolman Gerald Nash and his partner Dale Wrigley were sitting outside this donut shop, Alfie's Donuts. You got to come to the room. I watched that on mushrooms also. That's why that scene is embedded in my head. Today, we're standing alone on Route 666. His partner came out, Dale Wrigley. Oh my God, right back to 750. Dave, I tried to help you, man. I tried to help you with that Codex short. Here comes the 750, man. Holy shit, why did I cover? Cherry, cover some here at 750. Oh my God. Short this thing at 1050. Halted 750. Pump and dump. Now you know. Now you know who the king is. That's me. The king. Oh, it's going to get halted again. Oh, I got my lady out of it at 1050. Oh my God. I am gonna, if I wasn't married right now, I'd probably get some sexual favors for that call right there. I got her out at 1050 and short. Wow. $7. Woo! Damn. Batanga, Batanga! That was crazy, man. You see, who needs to speculate what's going to happen tomorrow when you got Batanga, Batanga, Batanga over here? Holy shit, you got Gilead, Space, and Codex. I'm just sitting here goofing around. I made a couple. It's so sick, man. I gave it to you. You weren't paying attention. Codex, 1050 short. Space, 3150 short. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mr. Trades. There's a Mr. Trades. It was halted after I shorted it, Mr. Trades. Mr. Trades is, I have a guy on YouTube doubting my magic powers again. Woo! Come on, man. Come to the live room. We got the students, the inmates have taken over the asylum now. It's fantastic. By the way, Bully, I didn't get your message. Maybe did you call the 917 number or the 646 number? I used to know every line from that movie. The first 3 times I saw that movie, we were on acid. Shh, don't tell anybody. So that movie's like, it's right there. Plus, I was dating an enabler at the time. My girlfriend at the time was, if I would have married that girl, I probably would have wound up dead. She liked to party as much as I did. Talking about 25 years ago, Mr. Trades, man, we all partied when we were 20. I can't do that stuff no more. But now I have magic powers because of it. I can shoot fire from my fingertips as I rosin up my bow. What? Question is, do I hold these calls too close to the money? I don't want to get called out. I still got a couple of 100 queues. Maybe we roll into the next month or something. $7.14 rhymes divine. Man, this is some crazy day. Oh my God, Space. What? Are you kidding me? There's still some buyers out there on Space right now, $29.35. Batanga. Mr. Trades, come on in. Come to the room, man. Send an email to my slave, and he'll get you a password out to you. Where is my slave today? Where's Mr. Slave? $29.35, $29.35. Do I want to put a trade on at 340? Nah, hands off. Hands off, neck bone. Maybe I do. Somebody convinced me not to do that. Yeah, so info@hitthebid.com. I'm going to leave this one alone. And if you are out there, this is the greatest time to be alive. Come this Saturday and spend 5 hours with me. It's the best money you'll ever spend. You get an extra month to hang with me. So if you've never taken the trial, 2 months and a class, all for the low price of $500. And if I don't make you $500 over those 2 months, you're not paying attention. But it's the greatest 2 months you'll spend ever with your hero. And then if you want to join for the rest of your life, whatever that comes off the top. And the rates are going up every day. Look at this thing. There's buyers now on Space. I hate to admit it. Jiggled me out of that thing. That is racist. I love to racism, bro. Mark II. All right, TikTok, what are we going to do here? We roll into next week, or do we roll the dice? He wants to be. He's an indentured servant. Should I be more politically correct? He's an indentured servant. He's working off his tuition to me as my servant. Yo, where the fuck are you? I'm losing millions. You got me into this airline. He won't even know that reference. As your broker, I suggest you take it. You know, it was a nice trade today. Where's my boy who needed a trade? Just now, the U gas went negative and D gas went green. Damn. Ho! Kodak 750. He's like, what airline? Google it. Google it just a little bit. Google it just a little bit. That's dumb. That's dumb. It should default to the shares that you have. I should just dump everything I own right now and just be happy and just day trade, go back to just day trading. By the way, look at that WW. You got the Kodaks in it. I'm holding short, but it's kind of a hedge at this point. My machine's locking up right now. That must mean good things. Bottom line, every trade worked today. That our setup, just crazy, man. Yes, that was where I got the name from. Jefferson was Bill Clinton's middle name, and I just like the name Jefferson. I don't know why. And then Krull was the 80s movie. Krull supposedly was the British answer to Star Wars. That movie was so cheesy, yet so freaking awesome. I watched that movie. I watched The Beastmaster. I watched Krull, Aliens, and Commando probably 1,000 times each. Beastmaster, one of my favorite movies still. Mark Singer. I am Dar of the Emirites. There are no more Emirites. I know. The Jung Horde has killed my tribe. I am the last one. Come on, rally into the close so I can sell some premium. 7 minutes, Dougie Fresh. How about that Gilead cell? Now I don't feel so bad. Whoa. Remember Snail Dick? Cybercock came back, actually. We were talking about Cybercock yesterday. Get to the chopper. Come on. It's all about Trump tonight, baby. I'm going to say this is exactly what we're going to hear. I don't know if you guys were listening to me before, but this is what's going to happen. I just found out I created the virus. I know everything there is about viruses. Totally, believe me, those guys at the CDC, I know so much about viruses you wouldn't believe. I know terrific people. I actually have given this virus to a lot of people. I'm immune to the virus. So we'll figure it out. Buy stocks. The greatest virus, only the most fantastic viruses. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I don't even have the TV on anymore. I've shut down my Facebook. I have shut down my Facebook account. The fighting between my cousins and my friends about Trump is just completely ridiculous. Because, the anti-Trump people, again, I'm not a fan of Trump, but, oh, it's Trump's fault the market fell 1,800 points. What about the 17,000 points that we've gone up? Well, do you give him credit for that? No, just focus on the 1,800 points that just came off the top. Come on. You just look like an idiot saying that. Oh, I hate Roku. Where is that thing? Remember that short? Remember that short that the Minotaur screwed up that day? Man, remember that was at 149 that day? Just found out Roku doesn't even have a platform. I have so much coffee in me right now that I feel nasty. That's a great headline. By the way, look at WW. That's the way an earnings reversal supposed. That's an earnings reversal supposed to do. Just crash all day. Is anybody in the WW short still? Because there's not been a moment to cover since the first bounce. Wow. Wow.
I really would love, I would love my Trump voice. I would really love to see this thing gap up in the morning, only to go over, and then watch it go down to 30. Baby, this is huge, huge. This is what you want. This, if you catch one of these, just one of these.
4 points now.
It's all you need. Bam! Look at that fucker. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. That's me covering more. And I'm done. And I'm up. I'm flat now. I'm flat.
I mean, seriously, Weight Watchers? Well, it's just a bunch of fat people looking at each other. I don't understand. What is it? Who needs this? It's a bunch of fat people weight watching. Understand? I invented watching weight. Look at that thing. Damn. That turned out to be the blockbuster trade of the year, as a matter of fact. It's like a 10-bagger now if you would have got some of those options off. Look at all the selling. I watch weight. I invented Weight Watchers. Terrific people. I bet. Let's have a drinking game tonight. Let's drink. Let's do shots if he says that he knows about viruses. If he says he knows more than the CDC about viruses, everybody has to take a shot. I think we'll be dead by the end of the night.
Kenny, you really think I'm ready to wait for shots?
All right, let's get serious now. We got 7 companies that are really pretty cool coming out with earnings, right? Oh my God, what happened there? I'm surprised the UVXY closed down, or I figured you'd get it closed flat. So here's the difference between earnings reversals that are awesome and earnings reversals that suck. If you're in an earnings reversal like Space and it rolls back over and goes negative, the trade's over. So if anybody doesn't remember, we'll go over it on Saturday. But if the trade goes negative, like WW, and you're using your VWAP as your trail, do you realize there was only 2 moments to cover this stock? I think if I was still short, once it rolled over 32.87 and got back above that, then I maybe would have probably got stopped at around 33. I would have been done with 33. But then it had another range break at the end of the day and tanked 2 more points. It's amazing. Oh my God. That's why you just need one of those a week and you can make a living off this, Dave. Tommy, Knights of Trading, Cherry, Colin, Kenny, Phil, Bob. And it's like one WW trade makes up for 70 or 80 bad little trades. One monster like that. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying on my radio broadcast the other day on the YouTube show. Yeah, it's fantastic that I called this beautiful sell-off, but I had $3 options that I sold at 7 and 8. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, obviously they went to 15 the next day, but I could have reloaded at 5 the next day and then sold them at 15. And that's still just a triple. Then you got this WW where the options were $1.20, and here they are closing at 5. One day, one afternoon, one earnings reversal, and you're awesome. And then obviously space rolling over and breaking the VWAP. That trade was done. I wish it was just shorts. I started shorting these out of the money calls, but they didn't really move that much. I thought they'd be a lot better. But tonight we got lots on the docket. Let's take a look. I know Beyond Meat. That might be tonight, right? Meat. Is that tonight or tomorrow? All right, let's do it. Come on. It's nice to see my computer's running pretty slowly. Ooh, Square. Square, Ecstasy, NTNX, Bookings, NetEase, Box, Marriott International. Holy cow. There's going to be at least one earnings reversal, Dave, tomorrow, and I want you to take it because we have 56 in a row. I guarantee there's going to be one that doesn't work sooner or later, and I want to experience that so you know how to get out. Because the funny thing is about the space reversal, that was an earnings reversal, and that was one that if you didn't take your 50 cents and get stopped out of the rest, you got annihilated. Just like momentum stocks. Remember, if you're trading just momentum, the only thing you can do is put a stop at where they broke out from prior. Beyond Meat. When is Beyond Meat? Ooh, DDD coming out. I can't believe that stock's back to $9. Speaking of meat, Beat is coming out. I don't know what stock that is. Ooh, all the little junky ones are coming out. Box, Upwork, Silk. Remember Silk, that IPO? Biotech stock. Arena Pharmaceuticals. Damn, there's about 16 or 17 different reports coming out of stocks that I'm actually pretty familiar with. Twinkies coming out. I love Twinkies. A lot of people don't realize they put the cream from underneath the Twinkie. Terrific people over there at Twinkie. I always wondered as a kid, how did they get the cream in there? And then I understood. Now I understand. Ooh, Kron. Smoke them up. Can't believe they knocked the market down into the close here, but UVXY stayed pretty awake. Alarming would be if it's at $20 on Friday and the market's crashing. I am a fan of UVXY still. I know we broke the trend today, but I'll be looking at it tomorrow again. That's a buy. I'll be shorting that stock tomorrow. Etsy. Man, that Codex trade was something really good right there. By the way, did anybody short Pan W today? I mean, it wasn't that much going on there, but it worked. I think we're going to short this one again tomorrow, Pan W. I despise this stock. Oh, by the way, can somebody help me out? My charts are messed up. Where's my coding friend? How do I get the bars to the right of my chart to expand again? I forgot. Do I go to gear? Time axis, expansion. Yeah. I don't know what it's not refreshing now. I have it at like 15 bars. It's just not refreshing. I don't know why. I'm gonna put in 20 bars. Yeah, 50? All right. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks. I should address the market. I should address the nation tonight after Trump's done and just remind them, all you got to do is trade VWAP reversals, my friends. And if you don't know what that means, email me. Anybody short the Tesla today? I tried to get those 300s. What are they? The 1880s? Where they just wind up closing at? It's just so nuts. Yeah. I had left my offer out 32.50. Crazy. Dave, I'm not taking any phone calls tonight either. Each phone call now is another $500. Or now, no wait, $1,000 a phone call. No, we use WhatsApp. It's free. Damn, this market. Look at them sneaky bastards. They wait to the last second. Oh my God, is that a DDD gap? Oh, the DDD. They love that 3D printing. By the way, did you take that picture of yourself and send it to your investors? Holy shit, the Qs are getting annihilated right now. What happened? What happened? Wow, DDD. 10% on an earnings report. Just found out 3D printing cures coronavirus. We could print out the masks. Everybody loves a mask. I also invented it. Howard Stern used to. We have. You see me on the TV, by the way, you guys? You see me on the TV? Don't you think it's ironic that I finally get to be on the opening bell? I opened the NASDAQ up on the worst possible day in the history of like the NASDAQ in 20 years. And there's my stupid face. You see the pictures? I was blasted across Times Square.
Talking about ES, I'm also talking about NQ. This is where you get the focus on only trading a couple of securities.
Ooh, Celine Dion at the Prudential Center.
ES futures and the NQ. Doing great. Now you have to take a little profit earlier today, I'm first looking for the breakup today's low, its cash market low, and then a retest of the 30.91 low on the S&P, and then that 30.85 is what I'm looking for. 30.85 market. That's my target, my ultimate target. Keep in mind, I'm not an idiot. I'm going to be taking profits along the way. All right, Kenny, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm going to go have shot 30. Time for me to have a beer.
All right, commentary from the inmates have taken over the asylum, which is nice. I've trained you well, man. I don't think that you stopped talking. We all got that disease, just freaking blabbermouths, man. I don't think you took a breath for 3 hours. I heard you talking in the back. The thing with Spice, unlike other travel experiences, you get tired very quickly. You won't have a lot of returning customers like ordinary airplane companies. Yeah, I guess. But if they can bring it down, just like commercial air flight, when nobody could afford a plane originally, and then once it became easily accessible, boom, a new industry was born. I mean, I'm looking 2-3 years down the road for this thing. $42.50 was ridiculous. It went from $10 to $42.50, you know, and now we're right smack dab in the middle. I think you get down to $22.50. You got 5 seconds to add to any of your short positions with options if anybody's doing that. Let's see if anybody wants to buy these from me. What do I got? I got 10 seconds. Oh, I missed it. If you don't know, you could trade index options for 15 minutes after the close. All right, I went home with all my UVXY. I wrote $20 calls against it for 43 cents. Why not? And yeah. I got to go over this list of earnings later. I just need to go chill out again. So if you guys want to come back later, because we can't schmooze, I'm probably going to be at a wake tomorrow for the schmooze time. I got to get to another wake. Thanks, man. Yeah, solid Jello. Once he kicked it into high gear, man, we have stepped up our game. Remember, we didn't even talk about trading for a while.
I thought this was supposed to be about stocks. Where?
Now it's only about stocks. Gets boring after a while, right? Ooh, DDD giving it all back. Oh, the Bears are in control, people. Now tomorrow, if UVXY opens up down again and goes green, remember, I'll pay you to do the trade because that has worked now for 6 days in a row. UVXY long for 6 days in a row. It's Armageddon. Wow. All right. I'll see you guys maybe tonight. Stop back in. Maybe we'll schmooze tonight. There's plenty to talk about. I can't look at this shit anymore right now. But I want to take a look at those 10 or 15 different companies that reported. Probably be back here. I don't know. Let's say 9. Give me a chance to breathe. Take a Calgon bath or something. What page? Ooh, my Star Trek retro Scotty action figure is lowered in price on eBay. U.S. Steel, 828. Oh, Q's are negative. No. All right. Actually, 6 o'clock? Is that when we're doing the is the Trumpster talking? No, I'm actually counting on him. I want him to tell me to. Usually, he has a huge, massive effect on the market. If he tries to calm us down and it doesn't work, that's really, really bearish. So
The fact that he has to come on and try to calm us down is bearish in itself.
I guess. By the way, Mr. Schrodinger did not call me back.
By the way,
What?
I'm not bashing him, by the way.
I know. All right. I'm going to go relax. I'll see you guys. I'll stop back in at 9. We'll schmooze a little bit. And I got wakes and funerals again, so. This one's going out to Dom. He makes his own wine. Oh, he made his own wine. Cheers. And it's back in the hands of Solid Jello, everybody. All right, I'll see you guys, internet folk. Hit the bid folk. Latris. A 1,800-point sell-off. We had a 600-point rally, and we gave it all back. Oh, man, this market's going down. All right, be careful out there. Send me an email. My indentured servant will get back to you. Come see the charts, because sometimes it's one thing for me to talk here, but seeing the shit on the chart and seeing how these things get rejected at the multi-day VWAPs is freaking awesome. I mean, that's what keeps me going, because I'm impressed how amazing this trade setup is. Keeps working. WW short. I mean, obviously I didn't milk that trade for as much as I should have, but wow. All right, guys, be careful out there. See ya. Enjoyed the speech.
So,
Later.